So today I want to show you the behind the scenes of Invisalign, and in particularly the Clin-check portion. What is a Clin-check? The Clin-check is what we get back. It's the computer program. We send in photos, we send in the intraoral scan, which is the 3D models of your teeth, and then the x-rays. And the technicians at Invisalign, they send us back something like this, okay? And this set of teeth here happens to be my own. Okay, and everybody always comments on what a nice smile I have, but the reality of that is yes, my teeth are aligned, but my bite is very screwed up, and you'll see that I'm wearing my teeth down because of the bite. And so, just to speak on orthodontics quickly, we do more than straighten teeth. It's all about the whole function, and so that's all the stress and all the grinding of my teeth. It's starting to wear down, so I have to do something about it because I'm starting to get a lot of pain up here because of it. So, anyways. What do I get back here? This is what we get back. We get this 3D image, okay? And you'll see this is treatment plan 1. I sent in my notes and everything. And what they have done is they've got this done in 18 trays here. And I'll just show you quickly the software. And what I can do is I can show where I'm hitting, okay? So these green spots are my contact points. So we should have contacts on all of these teeth. And you can see I'm only hitting on my back teeth, okay? Now if I go here, you can see this huge, what we call overjet, okay? And you can see that my teeth don't line up. I often say, do the teeth come together like gears or like rocks, okay? And you can see these are more like the rocks here. And so that's causing all kinds of wear and tear of my teeth, as well as some jaw joint issues in myself as well. So I'm gonna aim to correct my bite here, all right? And so when I get this back, we always look at it, and we first look at the bite. Is the bite set correctly? Because I'm counting on some technician who's not an orthodontist to set the bite. And so very rarely do we ever just hit approve and accept the trays. I mean, this is treatment plan 1. On average, I have treatment plan 4, 5, and 6 before I'm happy with how your case, or probably how my case, will come out. So first of all, I look at this bite. I know my bite because I live with it. I overanalyze myself every day, so I know this to be accurate. Okay, and so however, I don't like the way they did it, right? This is what they've done. They've kind of set it in 18 trays, and I just know, because I know how to move teeth, I know this is not the reality. So I need to move this in a way that suits my bite, or what I know will work. So first of all, my goal in this first set is to get these teeth out of contact. And so what I do is I come in here, and I can move these teeth, okay? So I'm gonna grab this tooth, and you can see from the back view here that this is a hanging palatal cusp, okay? So what I want to do is get that out of the way. And so I'm going to torque this root, we call it, and I go all the way. Because the reality is it never really happens the way the computer happens. So I like to express that all the way, okay? So if I can get, that's a little extreme. Let's go right there, okay? And then I want to lift this up, maybe about 2 millimeters. I don't want this tooth to be in contact at all, because I want to relieve that contact on the back, okay? Same thing on the bottom. I'm going to drag this tooth down, maybe about another 2 millimeters. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is just get these teeth out of contact right now. And down here you can see the tooth movement. So this is our second molar, and I can see right here how much. I intruded that about 2 millimeters. I'd like to go maybe 2.5. So we'll go up here. That's 3. We'll go 2.7, that's good. And then on the bottom here, we intruded that. We'll intrude that about 2 millimeters there as well. Again, this is not going to be the final result. We always have to overcorrect, because just because I can do it on the computer doesn't mean my body, or your body, if this was your case, is going to react that way, okay? And so now the second part to that is I've gotten these teeth out of contact, but the thing that Invisalign, the software, cannot do for you is predict this movement accurately. So I need to put something on here, like this attachment, okay, so that there's something for this tooth to grip on, because that tooth, just from the plastic, it's not going to rotate like that, okay? So I need to have something that is pushing down here so that this can push up, if that makes sense. So I put this big old attachment on here because I want to have as much control as possible, okay? I'm going to make that as large as possible, and I'm going to bevel it to the gingiva, so we have a lot of pressure pushing on that point there, okay? All right. And I'm going to go over here, I'm going to do the same thing, because I can see this tooth. We're going to go back to tooth, we can see I want to get this tooth out of the way. So I'm going to push that all the way, and I'm going to intrude that about 2.5 millimeters. 2.3, 2.5, 2.7. There we go, pretty close. And then I'm going to do the same on the bottom here. I'm going to move this down a few millimeters. Let's see, that's about 1.3. We'll intrude that about 2 millimeters. And again, just because I put this movement on the tooth doesn't mean it's going to happen. So I'm going to put a little attachment on that tooth just to kind of help to correct that. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to make this larger. We want a 5 millimeter. And then I'm going to make this attachment as large as possible too. Okay. So there we go. So that's going to help to intrude that. Now here's another thing too. Now I want to push this tooth down. The plastic isn't just going to magically push that tooth down. It needs something to pull off of. So I want to hold this tooth in place. So to hold that tooth in place, I'm going to put an attachment here. And I don't want to mess around, so I'm going to put a big attachment. I want it to grip well, and I'm going to bevel it so it creates another little kind of undercut here, okay? Right there. You see that? So this is going to push, but what it's really going to do is hold this tooth in place as it pushes this tooth down, if you can understand that, okay? So my goal here in this first set of trays is just to get my posterior teeth out of contact and then reassess my bite and see how everything fits together, okay? On the bottom here, what I like, this is kind of, I kind of have a deep bite here. These incisors seem to come up. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to intrude these incisors a little bit as well. And so we can do this by moving all the teeth. I can click on this tooth and we can hold all these teeth, and I can, as a group, I'm going to intrude them, meaning push them down, okay? So what we're going to do is just kind of push these down. See how the whole set goes down? And I think this is pretty good here. That's about 2 millimeters of intrusion. Am I actually going to get that in my mouth? No. I might get a 0.5 millimeter to 1 millimeter, but I kind of want to create this reverse curve here, if you can kind of see this arch, okay? That's going to kind of help open my bite and help to create contacts on these teeth where there's no contacts currently, okay? In the front, this looks pretty good. This is a pretty good starting point. I'm going to be critical. I think these upper teeth can also move up a little bit, but this is something that we're going to refine a little bit in the second set of alignment. Okay, so we'll go up just a little bit here. All right, and then so I'm going to get this plan back, and there's no way it's going to be done correctly, and so I'm going to have to come back and I'm going to do a lot more adding attachments, assessing each tooth movement, and seeing how all the movements work. As you can see here, the superimposition is cool. This shows me how the teeth are going to move. So the purple is where they start, and this is where they move. So it's not a lot of movement on these teeth. It's a lot of movement on these teeth in the back here, you can see. But there's not a lot happening, okay? So what we have here is when we get these teeth out of contact, we try to predict the bite jump, okay? Meaning, this is when these teeth don't touch, and then this will be an estimation of how my teeth will come forward once we don't have that contact. So anyways, this is my case. This is treatment plan number 1 and kind of how I'm initially going to set it up. They're going to send it back to me. The original treatment plan 1 had 18 trays. I would imagine that this next set will have north of 30, okay? We usually do about changes every week or so. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes, and I hope you enjoyed a quick look at my own mouth, and stay tuned.